Hello, seniors. Friday, March 13th, 2020 marked the last day you walked the hallways as students at Oak Hill High School. At the beginning of the year, none of us would have thought that school would literally be shut down and the last 6 weeks of your high school career would consist of e-learning. None of us would have thought you would get this virtual graduation, along with a graduation ceremony on the football field on a Friday night in June practicing social distancing. But here we are at the pinnacle of your high school career. Even though the last couple of months have not been what we wanted, you have all persevered through adversity. This persistence to adversity will ultimately make you all stronger individuals. The graduating class of 2020 has missed out on many things this past couple of months it will never get back. The last 2 months have not only been adverse to the class of 2020, but to many people across this great nation. However, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. Adversity in one's life takes many forms. Right now, the class of 2020 has undergone adversity just to get to this moment in time. However, remember that adversity is a lifelong companion and will arrive at the most unexpected time. Quoting Hall of Fame Notre Dame football coach Lou Holtz, "I've never known anybody to achieve anything worthwhile without overcoming adversity." Dealing with adversity defines us as individuals. We can make excuses and blame adverse situations for our problems, or we can make the best of it and look for positive outcomes. None of us is immune to adverse situations. However, we can take the adversity we experience and use it to make us stronger. The Oak Hill graduating class of 2020 will be known for its perseverance. As Calvin Coolidge, the 30th President of the United States, once said, "Nothing in this world can take the place of persistence." Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. The slogan "Press On" has solved and will always solve the problems of the human race. The future for the graduating class of 2020 is unwritten, but I know each and every one of you will make a positive impact and find success. However, individual success will not come without sacrifice and without perseverance. My parting words to the graduating class of 2020 are to use the adversity experienced by you these past couple of months to make you stronger. Use it to make you wiser, and most importantly, use it to be persistent in chasing your dreams. Good luck, class of 2020. You will be remembered for obvious reasons, but most importantly, you will be remembered for all the outstanding contributions you made while you were at Oak Hill High School. We all look forward to your achievements yet to come.
Turmoil, chaos, anxiety. These are not new words in our vocabulary. The class of 2020 was born in a time of great turmoil and anxiety in our country, a time so uncertain that two numbers, 9 and 11, speak volumes. From what our parents and grandparents have told us, we understand that there was one way of life before September 11th, and then a much different way of life after. It changed the way Americans traveled, the way they interacted, even the way they viewed seemingly uncommon, out-of-the-ordinary bags left on the subway. But not everything that followed was negative. It made America stronger. It made us appreciate our lives even more. It seems only fitting that our class would finish the same way our lives started, chaotic. It would be virtually impossible to give a graduation speech and not address our current situation. We missed out on so many things this semester. Spring sports, prom, community service day, our senior trip, and we even almost missed out on this, graduation. The first time something like this has happened since World War II. But here we are, surviving and graduating, even though it seems that the universe is against us. Still, we persevere. Friends, we were born of love amongst chaos and anxiety in the country. The world we live in today can be chaotic. Every day there will be new threats. No matter where we look, we can find something hazardous. But we, of all people, understand that life can be unfair. Life is chaotic. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in the chaos of life that we forget why we are here. Amongst the chaos, we must not lose sight of what is most important, love. Today, I want each of you to move on and keep spreading love and positivity in this world. It is what keeps the world moving forward. During these times of chaos, we find our strength. The late Jared Anthony Higgins once said, "As we go on, we remember all the times we spent together. As our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever." Rip Juice. Courage and strength comes from the support of the people who we love most. We will remember this moment in a time for the rest of our lives. Our community has come together during this strange time to support us. Together we stand strong. Though we may have missed out on many things, there is a lifetime full of wonderful and exciting experiences to be had. We will go on to change this world. Our past has hardened us into the capable and resilient young adults that we are today. These experiences have made us fit to go into this world with our heads held high. We are awarded the confidence to fight and make this world a better place. Our story is important. Our lives have value. My fellow graduates, I want you to know that your life has value. You are strong, you are capable, and you are ready. You are ready to go on and make this world a better place. Go show the world that you made it despite the fact that the universe is seemingly out to get you. You worked hard. You did it. You graduated. Congratulations to the class of 2020. I love you all, and I wish you the best in whatever life has in store for you.
graduates and friends. It is an absolute honor to speak to all of you at this truly unique graduation ceremony. Before I go on, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Morgan Nelson, and I am the president of the class of 2020. When I was elected for my second term, I began to write my speech. I started to block it out, and I made sections for our senior trip, community service day, spring sports season, spring musical, and senior prom. Looking back on it now, that was a little preemptive. But the events we missed do not define our journey together. In the future, when I reminisce about high school, my mind will be occupied by the memories of the good times. The memories of quarantine will stick with us, yes, but they will not overshadow the memories of our time together. The vast majority of our class have been members of the Oak Hill community since kindergarten. We started our journey separately at Converse, Sweetser, and Swayze elementary schools. The first day of kindergarten was the beginning of this journey. These 6 years of elementary school were jam-packed with memories. We were blessed with Johnny Appleseed Day, scholastic book fairs, special projects like the Egg Drop and Wax Museum, field trips to Chicago and Space Camp, and various class parties. Elementary school was also the time of accelerated reader, where students would compete to earn the most points for reading books. As an avid lover of reading and an extremely competitive person, AR brought out the best and worst in me. Another fond memory of elementary school, more specifically 6th grade, was when TJ pulled the fire alarm. To this day, I'm not sure why he did it, but it was definitely a great story to share. The next step in our journey was junior high. I think I can speak for everyone when I say those were probably the most awkward years of our lives. However, this awkwardness did not prevent us from making memories that will last a lifetime. Junior high was a time of self-discovery and firsts. It was the orchestra, choir, and band's first time performing at the high school. It was the athletes' first time playing on the high school fields. It was the drama kids' first time performing on the high school stage. It was also the first time that we had an English teacher who liked to throw shoes. Those firsts were not the only defining moments of our junior high careers. We took great field trips to Washington, D.C., Crazy Pins, and Indiana Wesleyan University. Much like elementary school, there were some moments that I can't really explain to someone not in our class. Remember when Brody stapled his tongue in Mrs. Furnish's class? That's something I will never forget. And I can't speak for Brody, but I don't think he'll be able to forget it either. 9 years of elementary school and junior high led us to another milestone in our journey. When we started freshman year back in August of 2016, we weren't sure about what kind of legacy our class would leave behind, and I'm pretty sure that the teachers weren't so sure about it either. The class of 2020 made history here, and we did it in the faces of a global pandemic and tornadoes. Oak Hill's graduating class of 2020 has members of not one, but 2 state championship basketball teams. We also have state qualifiers and medalists from track, cross country, and wrestling. Our class has been represented on 3 semi-state championship teams, 9 regional championship teams, and 9 sectional championship teams. Throughout our 4 years of high school, our class has helped put 24 IHSAA trophies in the case. Our accomplishments are not solely on the field or track. We have several Indiana State School Music Association Gold and Gold with Distinction medalists from choir, band, and orchestra among our ranks. Our class excelled in the classroom as well. We have both a member of a state qualifying English academic team and a Lilly Endowment winner in our class. Our talents have also been showcased in the Welding State Championship, where one of our classmates took first place. This accomplishment was a first for our school and our class. This achievement was not the only first for our class, though. We were also the first class to win the homecoming games 2 years in a row because of bonus games. Oh wait, I think I may have misspoke. I meant to say lose the homecoming games 2 years in a row. Regardless of those results, we are lucky to have teachers like Mrs. Hewitt and Mrs. Strange who work so hard to make our homecoming fun and memorable. Thank you both for all of your hard work. Because of this quarantine, I have had an endless amount of time to think. I've thought a lot about how our class will be remembered. Some people will remember us as the class who lost part of their senior year, but that's not how I think we should be remembered. We should be remembered for our tenacity. Our class is no stranger to hard times. We were faced with tornadoes, a pandemic, and everything in between. Every struggle and challenge brought our class closer together, and I am so proud to be a member of this class. As we move forward, take this tenacity and run with it. In the face of adversity, rise above and follow your path. I have one piece of advice for the classes of 2021 and below. Cherish every day of high school. They can be ripped away from you in an instant, and you will be so disappointed with the way that you viewed high school. With all this in mind, I leave you with a quote from the wise Andy Bernard. I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. Thank you all so much.
Hello, class of 2020. I'm Governor Eric Holcomb. I don't have to tell you, this year hasn't been typical. You've lived it. You've been working toward this day for years, and you were looking forward to graduation ceremonies that look a lot different. But I'm proud, and you should be too, of the way you've adapted and met the challenges COVID-19 has thrown our way. And your accomplishments and hard work deserve to be recognized. If you're looking for a word of advice, remember what Lincoln said. Whatever you are, be a good one. You have unique abilities, and wherever your future takes you, hopefully here in Indiana, I know you'll put them to use, and your hard work will pay off. As you continue your education, or join the military, or step into the career you've chosen, I'm confident you'll make Indiana and our world a better place. Congrats, grads.